another episode of Yumcha with Minnie. So this is our second episode. So as you can see, I have my friends here. So we are friends for how many years?
More than 10. Since 10 years old.
Oh wow!
Oh, can do review on each.
We are friends for 16 years. So today, before we start, I just get them to introduce themselves.
My name is Me.
Okay, and I'm Catherine. Alright, so we've met each other since primary school. So here we are, we're still maintaining some very good old friendship. Oh wow! For today's Yumcha series, we are going to talk about toxic friendships. And then Catherine actually prepared some overnight oats. Cheers! Okay, let's dig in. Okay, we're gonna start off by defining what is a toxic friendship. So, according to Google, a toxic person is defined as someone who always takes advantage of others in the name of friendship, is deceitful, overbearing, selfish, always seeking favors from you, gossips, and gossips. I think also it's like very manipulative. You can feel like you are not happy in the relationship, in the friendship. Our first question is, how does a toxic friendship looks like from each of our perspective? Like, how did you feel during that? Like, how did you feel?
Actually, honestly speaking, right, when you are in a friendship or in that kind of relationship, right, you don't really feel it yourself, or at least in the beginning, you probably don't feel anything much. Correct. And then people around you are the ones that starts observing it, and
so that means like people around you notice it, but you don't notice it yourself because you are in the situation. I notice it myself. This was a friend that is like very friendly at first, and then in the end she always talk about other people's she always gossip about other people in front of me. Then I'm like, but you all look so good
on the
together.
outside.
But then you bitch about
behind her.
Okay, flip it. Then you all like bitch about each other in front of me. Then what is going on?
I don't know how to react.
And then like my reaction is, so you would do the same. Because I think if you have the tendency to do that, you will do the same. And
for me, I just feel like after I really hang out with that particular person, I will feel drained out.
Oh it's like it's not like when we hang out, right? We feel recharged.
I agree.
But if it's a toxic relationship,
and the other person will take up a lot of our energy.
Yes, correct. It's like suck out all my energy.
Because when we laugh, I'll be like
So let's say you are in a toxic relationship, toxic friendship. How do you get out of it? How did you get out of it, or how would you get out?
We actually talk things out. What makes it toxic? I feel, for me, people around me, opinion matters a lot. So although I think I'm alright in that friendship, but there are so many more voices out there that's telling me no, telling me beware, telling me. So all these
signs.
So I would like to clarify it because I really cannot take it being in two different roles and two different mindset of the same person. So being that if I hear things like that, I'm very emotionally affected. So I will have to talk it out. So I will just approach a person who's like, hey, did you do this?
So you are more confrontational style.
If it's worth it. But there are friends that I say, like, I meet them less than once a month, so it doesn't matter.
For me, I'm the kind that float away.
I'll just see you. It's okay.
I never really see you
feeling negative about a friend.
I do have, but I float away before I have that negative feeling. So I sense it, and then I just bye.
But what do you mean you float away? You just
I just don't appear in their gatherings. I don't go out more so often. I slowly cut down the time that I hang hang out with them. But not all friendship are like that. Some is just because I'm too busy. Okay. But you know, if I do, because I feel like it's very important to protect your energy.
Yeah.
So if you hang out with people that is going to drain you, then I don't know. I just feel like there's no point of
True.
hanging out and then like draining your energy. And those are the people you call friends, unless it's like a client or what colleague,
That
like
you have
then
to go
you
and
have
meet
to
them.
do it.
You have to,
Yeah, but
but-
this one is like you get to choose not to go.
Do you rate yourself as the one realizing it, or people actually confront you more?
I think I'll be the one realizing.
Yeah.
I'm the one that realizes.
Yours is somebody tell you. Yours is that you realize yourself. Mine is like, I don't care, I'm gonna go. Like yeah, that's why I said that we are so different.
Yeah.
We're so different.
Not to say that our friendship is like the ideal, but we are just
Definitely not.
different.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Yeah, we're not trying to promote our friendship. We're just very proud of it.
People ask us, hey, how do you all actually maintain your friendship?
So how do we meet?
Actually, we do not have any recipe, you know. We don't have like a guideline, you know. We actually do not have one. If you ask us how, you might just tell you
Like that lor.
like that lor. Like really like that lor.
Like make sure we carve out time for each other.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like even like
yeah.
today, like
Oh,
I just
yes.
came back from Ipoh,
Ipoh.
that I still know like okay, never mind, this is the time. That, you know, you make it a point to
Yeah.
take out the time.
Yeah.
So that's when you know like this friendship is like,
Worthy.
yeah, worthy.
Yeah.
But if it's like but if it's like a toxic relationship, I probably will do that. I'm like I'm busy.
Yeah.
Like,
Actually, we three of us actually enjoy our me time a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. We prioritize that.
correct.
Is it surprising to you?
So our next question is, how do we know if we are being toxic to others? Like a lot of people say they are in a toxic relationship, but we don't really talk about if we are being toxic to others, because I'm sure at some point, I mean, we are all flawed. So at some point we will be toxic to someone.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of whether we notice it.
Recently, someone confronted me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's one way but I don't think that's healthy, because until the point that the person has to confront you, right?
That
I
must
feel
be
very
very
But then
That's
if
very
they
bad
don't,
already.
if they don't confront you, then you will not know.
That's a very tricky thing. For certain people, right, before they confront me, I feel uneasy approaching the person already. I feel awkward. It's like, I need to talk to that person, but I don't know how and I don't know when. So before that happens, I just feel awkward. I just don't feel like talking to that person. I don't know how, because I know something is just not right. The vibe is just not right. But before that talk is out, I feel awkward lah. But if you confronted, then it would be way better. And usually it starts with crying first.
Oh, okay.
That's
Now we
definitely
know what-
her style. That's definitely her
A
style.
lot of fly.
Always-
Sorry,
It always started off with
a crying. It's okay.
I'm very
Emotions are healthy. It serves
Yeah.
a purpose. Or sometimes I find it very hard to approach someone when I need help, and then I don't know how to return the favor. Then I feel like I'm being a bit of toxic-ish. When you're working on a project, you guys need each other.
Yep.
You know, you play a role in the project. But after that, I find it very difficult to maintain that relationship, and then sometimes I might feel a bit fake.
How you define toxic is you actually take that person for granted, or you manipulate that person, or you do something that might hurt the other person, right?
Correct.
So-
But I think it's more like I'm also very forgetful. I always forget to return the favor, and I find it very hard to do that. Then after some time, I'm like, oh, should I do it now?
Then
It's
it's
like
very
a bit-
paiseh.
Yeah, then
Yeah,
it's a
just
very
right, yeah.
paiseh already. Yeah.
Yeah, so you just feel like you owe them something, and then you
Yeah,
haven't finished a commitment to that person.
Correct.
So you feel awkward.
So, but then is that toxic? No. Yes.
You feel
Not
awkward
really.
to the friendship. There is a blockage there, but you just cannot tell what it is.
Yeah.
So you are worried that the person is hating on you, but you overthink it yourself sometimes. I
So
say
it's the me lah.
we have our own perspective of things, and we do things based on what we think it is. So it's the receiving end. Maybe that person really don't care, and then it's just yourself that is manipulating your own mind, saying that okay, the
So I'm
person's
being
gonna hate me.
toxic to myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
overthinking sometimes. Overthinking kills so.
So with that said, how do we become the right friend?
Sometimes I look up to certain people, right? They have hundreds of friends. Once they have events, everyone will come and support them. So
Okay.
I actually look to them and think about how do they maintain their friendship. They know everyone's current actions. They are like super up to date to their social media. They know what's happening in everyone's life, and then they actively have conversations with all these people. I see those kind of friends as super like the right friend. They are very considerate. They are attentive. They pay attention to all the little details of every friend.
Okay, so your perspective is to maintain everyone.
Yeah.
To be there for that person whenever the person needs a pair of ears. You know, like on their social media when they post very emo quotes or
Oh yeah, will you guys be the one that is
I'll be
proactively-
like hey, what's wrong?
That's the thing about me. I won't.
Yeah, me too.
won't.
These are the friends that I think that they maintain friendship.
Yeah, I will
But I
ask
don't
like,
think-
hey,
Are you okay?
What's wrong? Yeah,
Yeah.
like, hey, like,
I'm not that kind of person.
like, let's go grab a coffee kind of thing. I'm that kind.
I would be super hesitant. Like, would that person want me to talk to you?
For me, it's like if you want, I feel like it's a very reciprocal thing. If you want people to treat you that way, you also must be that person.
Yeah.
So you be the person that you want your friend to be. I need space. So if my friends need space, then I'll just give them space.
When I think about friendships, right, and like my key role being a friend, I determine myself as I want to be the helpful one. I want to be there whenever the person needs. When the person thinks about me, like Catherine, oh yeah, she was there when I needed this. She was so helpful. She was resourceful. All that kind of stuff. So for me, the right friend is going to be the one that is there.
There. Yeah, there. So my last question is, what is self-care to you?
Self-care to me is to really take good care of your emotions and then to know yourself. You know, that's how we enjoy writing diaries and all that. I'm still doing that until today.
She has started it since primary school.
Yeah.
As long as we met her, she has
she
always
writes a
been writing a
diary.
lot.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Maybe one day can make a movie out of it. The diary of me.
So in this journey that we call life,
Wow. So deep.
yeah. To me, it's not like typing on your phone, things like that. You know, posting up on social media,
Okay.
your thoughts and everything. To me, it's not as legit as writing down your own thoughts. To pen down your thoughts are
Oh.
really different than you expressing through social media. So to me, that's my self-care.
Okay, self-care to me, I didn't realize it until I started filling up your surveys.
Oh yes.
When you asked those questions, when I read through it, I was like, shit, deep. I've never think of myself that way. I've never actually stepped back and reflect and actually ask myself, are you okay?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a very
Yeah.
important question.
So, during this period, after she started her program, and then makes me reflect, and I had a burnout just very recently. Everything just piled on me, and then that's where I just realized that I've never asked myself. So and self-care really talk a lot about your own emotions,
Yeah.
your
like-
own mindset, your thoughts, and then if you never actually think back or never unwind yourself,
Yeah.
it will just eat onto you, and you feel so okay. Maybe mentally you don't feel it, physically will eventually
overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Overwhelmed. Yeah.
That's why I'm still recovering from it.
Well done. Taking the first step is not too late.
Yeah. And thanks for sharing about it.
Yeah.
I'll never think about it. So I need to start journaling. I need to start unwinding. I need to start rescheduling my life.
Okay. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. This is May. This is Catherine. So I'm just gonna put their Instagram here if you wanna
Follow,
Yeah.
like.
Yeah. Alright, so please remember to subscribe to this channel if you want more Yumcha series, or you have
Like,
any
follow.
questions that you want me to cover next time, then just leave it down. Okay, alright. Thank you for having